Hello, friends. I am Geoff Fienberg here with you for oddschecker.com/US, giving you my outright picks for the 2021 Masters. My final betting card is ready to go. I already got a chance to speak to Rick Gaiman, founder of Rick Run Good, at Rick Run Good on Twitter. We had a great conversation about the Masters. Find it in that Odds Checker YouTube feed or right in this present Odds Checker page below or above me. I'm not sure, but man, I could have talked to Rick for an hour, literally. I had a great time chatting with Rick. And go check out that video for your chance to win a free $100 from DraftKings Sportsbook. When you're done watching this one, because you don't want to leave before I give you my picks, go over there, enter, like, sub, and comment who you think is going to win the Masters before Wednesday, and we will enter you in a draw to win $100 from DraftKings Sportsbook. Don't forget to leave your Twitter handle in that post. And while you're at it, like, sub, and comment in this video, because I would really appreciate that. It'd be a great favor for me. Augusta National, we don't need a small talk this, right? We don't need a small talk this. Let's get right into the goods. Y'all know the course. We're all seeing the reports. It's going to play hard. Whether we got to watch the beautiful showcase of the lady amateurs on the weekend or the reports of everybody that's pretty much already walked through there a couple times. Firm and fast. That place had a scoring record set on it in November by Dustin Johnson. They're going to bite back. They are going to bite back. Add in some potential weather, which I don't believe we're anticipating, but the winds pick up there. Things can get a little more difficult. Clearly, that leads to some higher scores and opens up a broader range of potential winners, certainly. But that course is going to play firm and fast. What is important? You got to have lead-in form. You have got to have lead-in form coming into the Masters. You're not going to find it at the Masters. You're not going to find it at the Masters. If you got to work on something's not there. History tells us you ain't going to find it here. Greens in regulation. The winners just pepper greens. They pepper them. All week. No doubt you're going to have a clutch Sunday weekend scramble to save that par, to keep your momentum rolling. But if you are not crushing greens in regulation, literally anything outside of like top 6th or 7th in the field for greens and reg feels like you're going to be behind the pack in terms of trying to win this golf tournament. We got one outlier in that, and it wouldn't surprise anybody. Patrick Reed's really the only guy that scrambled and putted his absolute face off into that victory, because everybody else in modern history has literally been top 6 GIR for the week. Patrick Reed was not. He's the outlier, and he does seem like a guy that can do that because he's the man, and he's Patrick Reed. Not on my betting card. Some semblance of a positive Masters experience does feel like it is required, right? That does feel like it is required when playing the Masters. Okay, here we are. My final betting card for the 2021 Masters. We are starting it off. I have decided to take a bite of the chalk. And I thought for a while it would be Jon Rahm, and I'm thrilled the baby has come. Awesome, great news for him, and I guess he will burn me and win. When talking about the chalk, we had 6 guys under 20-1. Dustin, Bryson, Justin, Jordan, Rahm, Rory. 6 guys under 20-1. For me, I instantly cut that down to Rahm or Bryson for me. Originally leaned Rahm. I am on Bryson right now. He was the favorite last time. I think it's a lot quieter around Bryson, as crazy as that sounds. The fact that Jordan did what he did, and we'll get to that in a moment. I'll give a little deeper thoughts on that. Has really just taken a lot of air like attention, and it's really now such a hyper-focused Jordan week. Bryson is a bigger price than he was last year, and he's coming into this event in better form, in my opinion. I think he knows exactly what he wants to do here. We're not going to lose balls because there will be in just normal rough, because we'll have a gallery some semblance of one in his last 2 stroke play events. I mentioned that green and reg. Well, we got the win in Bay Hill. His last 2 stroke play events, we've gained over 4 and 3 strokes with the approach. Of the superstar players, these super elites, as I like to call them, he is probably, well, now that Jordan's back, maybe a caveat, but I would say he's probably the best putter of the group. He is. So for me, 11-1, Bryson DeChambeau. It's a power play of mine. It's going to be a tremendous night. It's as low as plus 950 on the odds checker grid, but most shops, when using that odds checker grid, are showing that 11-1. I will be there on Bryson DeChambeau. Greens and reg, greens and reg, greens and reg, pepper greens, pepper greens, pepper greens. Was I hoping for maybe a more advantageous number? Yes, but I couldn't resist it. In the end, I am going to back Patrick Cantlay at 22-1 when using the odds checker grid. That does appear to be the consensus number. We do have 20s out there, but I'm going to back Patrick Cantlay at 22-1. Very nice fall winter form. Had that win at the Zozo, and outside of the miscut at the Players, they're really, which, listen, you can take that Players any way you want. It's sawgrass, okay? I'm not overly concerned. We saw the birdie machine that was Patrick Cantlay show up at the match play. He didn't make it out of his pod, but I can assure you there were not 10 better players in round robin play than Patrick Cantlay. So I'm here for Patrick Cantlay this week. I was hoping we could get some drift because of Jordan's win, because of the baby showing up for Rom. I was honestly hoping we could see a 25-1, but if I was going to be in on 25, I'm in at 22. Down the board, Brooks Koepka. Brooks Koepka, 28-1. That is available at PointsBet. It's as low as 25-1, so let's get that 28-1 over at PointsBet. I was able to grab myself a 32 on the weekend, but a 28, even 25, I really much would still be in. This is a ceiling play. We are betting on the ceiling that is Brooks Koepka. We missed some time with a minor procedure, and all systems seem go. I'm going to take my chance that I can get my ceiling week from Brooks Koepka, who would have been maybe a seventh player under 20-1 this week. So I believe in Brooks. I've gotten reports from practice rounds that he is playing well, that he played 18. I want to say on Sunday with Victor Hovland and showed no noticeable limp. How do I put this? Let's just say a little bird sent me a message from somebody who is in Augusta with Bryson, who works on him in terms of his health and fitness, said this pony, and I quote, "This pony is ready to run hard." That's almost all you need to know. A guy can finish dead last, a guy can finish second place. It means the same thing. I'm not doing each ways. I'm not doing them. They're for other people. It's the Masters. I'm going to go big or go home. As I said on my show with Mayo, the Masters, I'm like getting on a plane with my buddies to go to Vegas. I'm expecting there's a high probability I come home with nothing, but we might hit a jackpot. But I'm not looking for like a sprinkle to recover. I don't need that. I'll just hit another few winners down the road because that's what I do. It's what I do. Brooks, 28-1. That seems to be the ceiling number at the moment. Daniel Berger, 40-1. This is probably my favorite bet of the Masters. I have such a high belief in Berger. To me, Daniel Berger is closer to Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele type player. Should maybe, I don't know. I mean, whatever. It's all about perceptions, I guess. He's not priced like them, and I'm taking advantage of it. Lead in form, outstanding. Was health a concern a few weeks ago when he withdrew from Honda? Yeah, but did he withdraw from the Honda because he had a WGC match play the next week and the Masters coming up and that jabroni event at the Honda, despite it being a homer for him? He's got bigger priorities, and it wasn't showing off to his friends in Palm Beach. We saw at the match play he's healthy. First-time major champion winners, first-timers. It's very hard. John Rahm hasn't won a major. We're all expecting him to win a major. But for him to win that first-time major, he's going to have to do it at a 12-1 price. He's going to do it. Just like Dustin did. Dustin and Jason Day. Really, since I've been betting golf, those are the only guys that hit their first time major win at under 20 to 1. Maybe even under 15 to 1, both of them, when Day won that PGA championship. But this range, this like 30 to 50 to 1 range, has been incredibly kind to first-time major champions. We could go through them all. Let's just talk about last year. We hit Bryson for you on this podcast, or on this odds checker video. We hit Morikawa last year on this odds checker video. One was like 30 to 1. The other was like 35, 40 to 1. Let's just take the Masters in and of itself. Patrick Reed, Sergio Garcia, Bubba Watson. Like recent memory, we've seen for Danny Willett went off at like 50, 60, even though, caught that super bomb. That sort of thing. I want to even say when Adam Scott broke through here, he was 25, 28 to 1. So this is a nice zone to find that first time major champion. And for me, I do believe it's going to be Boogs. Daniel Berger. He checks all my boxes. He's had positive experiences at the Masters. He's had great lead in form, and he can just pepper those greens for us. And most importantly, is I trust Berger. I trust him. On Sunday, if he's in the heat of it versus super elite, a guy you deem is a much higher ceiling talent player than DB, well, we'll be straight vibing. His buddy's been playing cash games since he was 12 years old. He's not afraid of anybody. He is not. Daniel Berger, 40 to 1 to win the Masters. I absolutely love it. And we're rounding it off. I can't believe we're here, but we are here, friends. I am going to back Paul Casey. Paul Casey, 40 to 1 on PointsBet, as low as 33 to 1. You know what? I should say Berger, also 40 on PointsBet, using that odds checker grid as low as 33 to 1. I can't get off. I cannot get off. I wish I could. I can't stop now. Like a year and a half ago, I pretty much was like, make a bold golf prediction. Make a bold on a season preview show I did with Pat Mayo. It was over the next couple of years, Paul Casey is going to catch a giant fish, a huge fish. We've been close, like crazy. Whether it was that second place at the PGA, whether it was his first round lead at the Masters last year, that's just recent like majors. Even the Players a couple of weeks ago, what was he, 5th? Oh my God, Paul Casey, since that win in the Middle East, just in the new year, he has been playing brilliantly. He comes into the Masters with such confidence, literally saying what's important. Like he's not working on anything. He is not working on anything. He had top 10 finishes at the Masters in 16 and 17. He's gained 17.3 strokes total on approach in his last 4 stroke play events. I love Paul Casey. I made a claim he's going to catch a big one. When I made the claim, I figured I could make that bet at 80 to 1 when he was going to catch it. But now he's in great form at a course that he has really played well at. He's going to miss the cut. He's going to ruin all my DraftKings lineups, isn't he? I'm not the only one in love with Casey, but we're in love with him for the same reason at the moment. The problem, but the difference between me and those people, I was beholden to Casey long before he got smoking hot. So let's go. If it's going to be a man north of 40, for me, it's Paul Casey. And you bet your bottom I thought about Fitzpatrick or Sergio with this spot. I really did. I couldn't do it. In closing, now we're done. Oh my God, I got so much more to go. Okay, shucks. I've been so slow and long. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Props. I'm going to be quick, and then I got like a 1-minute outro. Props. T20 on Jason Day, plus 163. He's playing great. He is a tee to green machine. We're working on that putting. T20, Tommy Fleetwood, plus 183. I'm using the odds checker grid for these. Tommy has gone into Sunday with a chance 2 years in a row. Not a chance, but he's been in great position 3 rounds into this thing, 2 years in a row, and craters on Sunday. Typical for Tommy, but I think he's in a nice spot. He'll cash us that T20. Head-to-heads, I got Finau over Lee Westwood, and I've got Adam Scott over Corey Connors. Corey Connors a darling this week, and I hate to have to say this next because it's going to seem like I'm picking on Corey. Mac Hughes, top Canadian, plus 210, available at Bet365. Ain't going to be Mike Weir. Mac Hughes, top Canadian, plus 210 over at Bet365. Well, just to say I'm scared. I enjoyed seeing Jordan win last week. I enjoyed that. That was fun. Did I bet it last week? No. Did we say it was very possible? Like, we all kind of saw it coming. The form's been great. And now we're here. Now, I was happy for him last week. I won't be happy for him this week. Nobody tried to get all my Herberts. Like, what I'm thankful for this Easter is no one wanted to bet me. Like, I get $500, but if Spieth wins, you get like $5,500 in value of Herbert cards. Thank God, because I'm scared now. He does everything. His lead in form, immaculate. His tee to green, immaculate. His positive experiences at Augusta, he's had them. I mean, he's had really low ones, but oh my God. Here's the thing I can't get over. I can never convince myself that I would want to bet Spieth over a Rahm, over a Thomas, over a Bryson, who I did pick, at the same price or worse. That's where I am. Jordan, I'm happy that slump ended, but if you win the Masters, you're going to start to annoy me super fast. And by super fast, I mean Sunday at dinner time. Everybody have a great weekend. I hope you had a great Easter. I hope you did stuff with the family so you can get away and watch all the golf like I am going to this weekend. This is great. Like, sub, comment, check out my other video, Rick Gaiman. We chatted the Masters. That was so much fun. Thank you for supporting me on these odds checker videos. Let's try to bring one home this week. I am Geoff Fienberg. Let's have a beautiful Masters, friends.